All right, so get this. We're diving deep into calorie burning and fat loss today. You ready?
Oh, always ready for this stuff.
Okay, good. We're looking at some research from Jeremy Ethier's YouTube channel. It's awesome.
Hmm.
He did this whole experiment with his friend Kevin.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one.
They basically wanted to see which exercises burn the most calories for fat loss.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. They didn't just focus on the numbers.
Right.
They actually looked at the whole picture,
Hmm.
how hard the exercises felt, and if people could actually do them without, dying.
Well, yeah, sustainability is key, right? Like, what's the point of a workout if you can only do it once and then you're out of commission for a week?
Exactly. And that's where Kevin comes in. He's a programmer
Yeah.
and was trying to lose weight too, so his experience makes this whole thing super relatable.
I can see that.
So they started off with high-intensity stuff. The workouts we all love to hate, sprints, burpees, mountain climbers, that kind of
Okay.
stuff.
Those get your heart rate up for sure.
And they even threw in the assault bike for
Yeah.
good measure.
Oh, man. The assault bike. That's a whole other level of pain.
I know, right?
Mm-mm.
But they found that those high-intensity workouts did burn a ton of calories.
As you'd expect, really. The more intense the workout, the more energy you're expending.
Yeah, but there were definitely some surprises along the way. Like Kevin, our programmer friend. Let's just say those intense workouts nearly put him on bed rest. It was rough.
Yeah, that's a good reminder that you got to listen to your body. Pushing yourself too hard can backfire. Big time.
Big time. And speaking of measuring all those calories burned, they used this really cool technology in the experiment.
Oh, yeah. What did they use?
Forget about those calorie counters on treadmills. They had this special mask that measured oxygen and carbon dioxide.
Interesting. I mean, that makes sense. It's like a more direct way to measure how much energy you're actually using.
Exactly. It gave them a super accurate reading of how many calories were burned. And get this, they even found this funny discrepancy with the assault bike.
Really? What was that?
At first, the readings seemed way higher than they should have been, like impossibly high.
So it was just a calibration issue or something?
Maybe. But it's a good reminder that we shouldn't get too obsessed with those exact numbers we see on cardio machines.
Yeah, good point. Those machines use all sorts of formulas to estimate calories burned, but they're not always accurate.
Right. And it's more about consistency and how hard you're working anyway.
Absolutely. You got to focus on the effort you're putting in and how you're feeling, not just what some machine is telling you.
Makes sense. So after Kevin's near-death experience with those high-intensity workouts, they decided to try something a little different.
Yeah, something a bit gentler on the body, I'd imagine.
Exactly. They switched gears to some lower intensity exercises.
Oh, interesting. Like what?
Well, things like walking, especially uphill walking, to add a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, incline walking can be surprisingly effective.
Right. And they also tried longboarding and even shooting hoops on a basketball court.
See, those are activities you could actually do for fun and not feel like you're punishing yourself.
Exactly. And the best part was, Kevin could actually do them without collapsing.
Huh. Well, that's encouraging.
Seriously. It really highlighted the importance of finding exercises that you enjoy and that fit into your lifestyle.
Yeah,
Stuff you can actually stick with.
100%. Sustainability is everything. You gotta find activities you like and that you can do consistently if you want to see real lasting results.
And you know what? This brings up a great point for our listeners out there.
Hmm.
It doesn't always have to be some crazy hardcore workout.
Right. You don't have to kill yourself at the gym to be healthy.
Think about the things you enjoy doing that get you moving.
Yeah. What are you passionate about? What gets you excited?
You could be dancing, hiking, swimming, playing with your kids, whatever.
As long as you're moving your body and having fun, you're doing something right.
Totally agree. So let's move on to another big topic, strength training.
Ah, the age-old debate. Cardio versus weights.
Right. People always assume that lifting weights is this magical calorie-burning machine.
Yeah, there's this idea that if you want to torch calories, you got to hit the weights hard.
But in the experiment, surprisingly, strength training actually burned fewer calories than cardio in most cases.
Huh, that's interesting. I guess it depends on the intensity and type of weight training you're doing.
That's true. But the key takeaway here is that it's not all about burning a ton of calories during the workout itself.
It's about the long game, right? Building muscle mass, boosting your metabolism, and creating a physique that burns more calories even at rest.
Exactly. And that's where strength training really shines. It helps you build and maintain that muscle, which is essential for long-term fat loss.
And for overall health and well-being, too.
Absolutely. It's all about finding that balance. High-intensity cardio might burn more calories in the short term, but strength training gives you those long-term benefits.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I love having you here to add your expertise. It's so valuable to get both perspectives. But one of the most important things they found in this experiment was that what you do outside of the gym has a huge impact on your overall calorie burn.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's not just about those structured workout sessions. It's about your overall lifestyle and how much you move throughout the day.
And this is where it gets really interesting. They tested everyday stuff too, like walking outside, doing chores around the house.
Oh, wow, even just like standing versus sitting.
Right,
Yeah.
you got it. All those things we don't always think about as exercise.
Right.
But it turns out they can really add up when it comes to burning calories.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? Every little bit of movement counts.
Totally. They even tested how many calories Kevin burned while playing video games.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'm curious about that one.
Spoiler alert, not a lot.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much. Sitting still for hours, not exactly a calorie torching activity.
I know, right? But hey, it's relatable.
Oh, yeah, for sure. A lot of us are guilty of that. But the takeaway here is that we got to find ways to sneak in more movement throughout the day. Little things can make a difference.
Exactly. Like take the stairs instead of the elevator.
Yep. Or park a bit farther away from your destination so you get a little walk in.
And if you can, walk or bike to work.
Oh, that's a good one.
Even just standing up and stretching every hour or so helps. It all adds up in the end.
Absolutely. It's those little things that can really make a big difference over time. Consistency is key.
Love that. It's a good reminder that we don't have to completely overhaul our lives to make positive changes.
For sure, small, sustainable changes are often the most effective.
Okay, let's talk about something fun now. Busting some fitness myths.
Oh, I love this part. The internet is full of those crazy claims,
Yeah,
miracle exercises and all that.
I know, right? But as Jeremy and Kevin found out, not everything you see online is true.
No surprise there. So, what myths did they bust?
Well, remember that single-leg burpee thing that was all over TikTok? Supposed to be like the ultimate calorie burner.
Oh, yeah, I vaguely remember seeing something about that.
Turns out, it didn't really live up to the hype.
Shocking. So, what you're saying is I don't need to add single-leg burpees to my routine.
Probably not. Unless you just really enjoy doing them, then by all means go for it.
Yeah, fair enough. It's a good reminder to be skeptical of what we see online, especially when it comes to fitness.
Totally. Trendy doesn't always equal effective or even safe.
Right, exactly. You
Good
got to
work.
do your research and consult with a professional if you're not sure about something.
Always a good idea. Oh, they also debunked this crazy claim about playing chest burning, like 6,000 calories a day.
Wait, what? Chess?
Yeah.
Seriously?
I know, right? Sounds ridiculous. And it is.
I mean, mental exertion does take some energy, but 6,000 calories, come on, that's like running a marathon.
Exactly. So don't expect to become a chess grandmaster and suddenly drop a pant size.
Huh. Good one. It all comes back to being critical thinkers and not just believing everything we see on the internet.
So true. All right, drum roll, please. Are you ready for the big reveal?
Oh, yeah, hit me with it. What was the exercise that burned the most calories?
Boxing.
Whoa, boxing, that's kind of unexpected.
I know, right? It wasn't the grueling, high-intensity workout that many people would assume.
But it makes sense. Boxing is a full-body workout. It combines cardio, strength training, and agility. Plus, it's a great way to relieve stress.
Yeah, and guess what? Our programmer friend Kevin actually enjoyed boxing. He said it was something he could see himself doing regularly.
See, that's awesome. It highlights the importance of finding activities that you enjoy and that you can stick with. It shouldn't feel like a chore.
Exactly. It's got to be something that gets you excited and motivated to move. So instead of forcing ourselves to do those workouts we dread, we should focus on finding activities that bring us joy.
Absolutely. It's about making fitness a part of your life, not a punishment.
It's funny how we get so focused on formal exercise that we forget about all the other ways we can move more in our day-to-day lives.
It's true. We do kind of get stuck in that mindset, workout time is separate from the rest of life.
But what if we didn't separate them so much?
Right.
What if we could just make movement like a natural part of everything we do?
Now, that would be amazing. It wouldn't feel like forcing yourself to do something you hate at the gym.
Exactly. It could just be about finding those little chances to move in ways that actually feel good.
Yeah, and bring you joy. That's a big part of it.
Totally. I'm thinking about Kevin again, our programmer friend. He probably spends hours sitting at a desk, right?
It's likely, yeah. But there are things he could try, even while working, like a standing desk.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Uh,
Or even just taking short walking breaks throughout the day.
exactly. Anything to break up those long stretches of sitting. And, even little things like stretching or even just fidgeting can help burn a few extra calories.
You're telling me fidgeting is good for you now?
Hey, every little bit counts. The point is, it all adds up, even those tiny movements.
I love that. Okay, so I bet a lot of people listening can relate to Kevin, right? Wanting to be more active, but struggling to find the time or motivation for those traditional workouts.
Absolutely. It's a common struggle. But that's what makes this whole lifestyle activity thing so powerful.
It is. It's not another chore on your to-do list. It's about finding ways to weave movement into your day.
Exactly. It becomes less about working out and more about just living a more active life.
So it's not about finding that one perfect exercise. It's about figuring out what works best for your lifestyle.
Precisely. That's what we've been talking about this whole time. We want you to find the joy in moving and create your own path to a healthier, happier you.
I love that. So let's forget about that all or nothing attitude,
Yeah.
where you feel like you have to go all out or not bother at all.
Right. Embrace those small, consistent changes instead.
Because honestly, every step you take, every stretch, every time you move instead of sitting still, it makes a difference.
It really does. And you might be surprised how much you enjoy it once you start incorporating more movement into your daily life.
That's a great point. Sometimes the things we resist the most end up being exactly what we needed.
Couldn't agree more.
So to everyone listening, we say this: go out there and explore, try new things, find what brings you joy.
Because when you find ways to move that make you happy, you're not just burning calories, you're nourishing your whole self.
Exactly. It's about feeling good, both physically and mentally. That's what this deep dive has been all about, helping you discover the joy of movement and find your own way to a healthier, happier you.